Whoa, is that an oversaturated red aesthetic? Oh, this is gonna be cyberpunk as fuck. Holy shit! Red load bar? I fucking love red load bars! Hell yeah! I'm so pumped for this game. Can't wait. Oh, I bet the story's gonna be awesome! Now this is where there would normally be some kind of city overlooking and we're... Oh, here we go. Yeah, so, first step. Don't give a fuck about the story. It's not that great, honestly. Pretty basic, don't need to pay attention. It's the future. Cyberpunk, stuff is red and neon. Robots mixed with humans. They say fuck a lot, and there's a lot of dick jokes. I think this game was made by 12-year-olds. Also, you're basically slaves, but they don't use the S word, so, it's kind of like nowadays. But there's neon everywhere, and you can attach robot parts to your body, I guess? I don't know, it's cyberpunk. You know how the cyberpunk goes. You look gay, but you're like a robot? I don't know. Hey, do you ever want to look gay as hell and badass at the same time? That's cyberpunk for you. So, here we go. The Ascent. Started out on the Xbox as an exclusive. It is what you might call your typical isometric top-down 4-player co-op dungeon crawler stick shooter RPG elements. It's doing what very few games have done well, and it does it pretty well. I just wanted to say I had a lot of... Oh, for fuck's sake, again? Are you kidding? Okay, let's hurry up and try to get through this if we can before it does it again. Alright, so biggest complaint right off the bat, probably my only complaint right off the bat, is the amount of blue screening that this game does. Just kidding, I'm gonna stop with that joke. For real though, it crashes a lot on local co-op. I haven't played anything else. Otherwise though, here we are. Ascent, cyberpunk co-op couch, online multiplayer festival, top-down stick shooter, blah blah blah, RPG, loot 'em, shoot 'em, slapping bosses in the pussy. And here we go, me and the wife made our characters, as you can tell, pretty generic. Brightly colored pastels, neons, and skin and robot parts mixed with tattoos and dick jokes. Seriously, if you've never played the game or you're gonna play the game, pay attention to how many references there are to dicks, balls, or anything inappropriate and genitalia related. I swear to God, like I said 5 seconds ago, the game may have been made by 12-year-olds, but like 12-year-olds who watched Futurama way too much. Cause like, the jokes are hidden in levels that are like, are you kidding me, dude? You're just using this to make another dick joke? Come on. Some of them are quite obvious. They slap you right in the face with that dick joke. But anyway, right off the bat, my only problem in the game, besides the blue screening constantly, was that we like to skip dialogue. Don't skip the dialogue. The story sucks, but like the dialogue's important. So right here, things like that, you should read those, because what happened here was the first mission is go through this door over here behind him. You see that doorway that's all glowy? Yeah, we're supposed to go through that, right? And open another door and go through. He says he unlocked it, right? Blah, blah, blah. Well, there was a power that we have, a button that you press to use a, whatever you would call it, a technique, an ability. Anyway, it's hacking. We spent a good 30 to an hour just going around in circles trying to figure out how to get this fucking thing open. We could not figure it out. We're dumb. We should have read, but we skipped through all the words because we were like, we just want to shoot stuff. So, I'm letting you know right now, I'll save you some trouble. Hold triangle, or whatever the top circular shaped button is on your controller for your system, because that's how you do it. We tried shooting everything, we tried running around, we tried going back and forth, and like I said, 30 minutes to an hour. This recording that I used for this background was an hour-long recording, and after we made our characters to when we just like the clip ended, it was an hour. So there you go. We spent about 53 minutes total searching for how to open that same door. Told us to go there. We couldn't figure it out. So read, people, read. That's the fucking message of the day. Read your little pop-ups when they pop up, and look at your buttons. Look at the go to the settings, the controls, and look at what your buttons all do, because that's how we figured it out in the end. Otherwise, here's the rundown. If you don't know already, this started out as an Xbox exclusive because, you know, they were trying to stick their toes in the whole, like, hey, we got games too. But as you can see, I'm playing it on PlayStation 4, and that didn't last very long as far as exclusivity goes. So, here we are. Everybody can play the fucking game now, and it's not bad. It's been on my radar for a long time. I like to play top-down shooters, I like RPGs, I like this cyberpunk aesthetic. So it's been on the radar. However, we play a lot of the same type of games, so it's hard to go, hey, you want to play another game just like the game we were playing? And so, you know, it took a while. As well as price. Oh, well, first of all, it was on Xbox, and I'm not going to play a game on a console I don't have. So I was always like looking at this game going, oh, I wish we could play that. I would play that on Xbox. Then it came out on the other consoles now. But price. I'm like, I'm not going to, you know, drop full price on a game I don't know if I'm going to like. I don't know if we're going to play it for 2 minutes or 2 days or forever. Who knows? That's how it always goes with us. So I didn't pick it up for a long time, but it was finally, I saw it on sale, and I'm like, you know what, it's actually, we're at a point where we need something new to play. We just beat Salt and Sacrifice, which has tons of replayability, but we like fresh stuff, so we'll play it, you know, we'll keep playing that, but at the same time, we wanted something different and new, and so I picked up this for on sale on PlayStation, and so far, we're every time, oh, okay, it's a great game, it's a lot of fun, hella cool, like, basic, generic, all the things, they hit all the right marks as far as, like, the game's smooth and plays and everything, but the blue screens, like, it crashes a lot, and it sucks, because it's at random times. Now, biggest caveat to that is that, it does save very often. It uses an autosave only function, and pretty much if you die or if you crash, you basically get to come back right before you died or crashed. There are very few exceptions, obviously. Like when you quit the game, it gives you that little timer that says, hey, the last save was 3 seconds ago or 2 minutes ago. I haven't seen it be more than a couple seconds, so basically if you do anything in your inventory and then quit, it will autosave. So it crashes all the time. Like, literally, we're not even started in the game. We've played like 3 hours and it's crashed like 15 times. And I'm running PS4 Pro, so before anybody comments like, well, what are you running it on, a PlayStation fucking Generation 1? No, PS4 Pro. No reason for it to crash and burn as much as it does. It seems to happen whenever there's a lot of people on screen or particle effects, like a barrel explodes. So I am assuming it is something to do with the particle generating and too many things at once on the screen going boom, and then it crashes. Otherwise, it's your typical looter shooter, top down. You got bosses, you got all kinds of replayability, you got a pretty intricate story, side quest, all kinds of stuff you can do and build up for. We're not too far into it, so I don't know how intricate it is. It's definitely better than Contra Reborn or whatever that, the other one that I have a video about. That's pretty good. It's very similar style, but this one pulls it off way better. Otherwise, like I said 3 or 4 times, it's pretty generic. If you're looking for a good co-op game and you haven't heard of or played this one or seen the other 20,000 videos about it, then here you go. Check it out. If you're waiting for some jackass like me to go, hey man, this game's actually pretty good, you should check it out, well, here you go. Just get used to it crashing. Otherwise, we're having a lot of fun. Like I said, it's 4 players couch co-op, so you can have up to 4 people. on the same screen. And then it's also online and solo, so you can play online and solo. It seems to be a game where you get to use your same character you've built and transport him throughout different campaigns. You select your character when you select your game, so it's one of those type of games. You can focus on a character and build it how you want. It has all your basic RPG elements, you know, respecking your character, doing all the, you know, literally everything you expect from RPG is in here. It's an RPG. It's very much like the Contra Reloaded or whatever that is, Reborn, but just done better, honestly. Otherwise, that's it. Like, it's your typical have fun shooting and looting on the couch, which, again, for me and the wife, that's our bread and butter. We do a lot of these top-down stick shooters, but they're not always that great, so it's nice to, like, come across a good, solid game. However, like I said 8 times, blue screens. Like, the blue screening is the biggest problem because it can happen at any time randomly, and then you're just like, oh, fuck. But, like I said, it saves very often, so if you're picking stuff up, like, anytime you loot shit, you don't lose your loot. Like, I've noticed that every time we've either died or had a blue screen, when we came back, we had all the same shit we had when when it happened. We're just back at the last point where it auto-saved. So, usually it's only like 30 seconds, 10 seconds, you know, before the event happened or the death happened, so it's all good. In my opinion, that means they either were well aware they were going to crash a lot, or they just happen to make a good save mechanic, and it makes up for their game crashing all the time. But that's it. There's a ton of content for it. There's a lot of DLC. I bought, like I said, the sale bundle, which was apparently all the content for under 30 bucks. So I grabbed that instead of buying just the base game for cheaper, and then, you know, getting the other parts if I decide I like it. So that's all up to you. I never tell anybody what to do with their money. It might even be worth paying full price. With the way that it crashes on the blue screens, no game is worth full price if it crashes as often as this does. But, and it's been out for a while, so I don't know why it's doing that. Because, like, I play DayZ. DayZ is notorious for blue screens, and Rust is notorious for blue screens. But, you know, a couple years later, they've pretty much fixed all their blue screening. So, we'll see if that ever happens here. Like I said, I think it has to do with the particle effects and the generation of too many particles. Like everything. Like, you see those sparks back there? Every screen has a bunch of shit going on, plus you explode something, and 8 guys show up on the screen at the same time, and it doesn't know what to do. So, it makes sense if you know anything about game design. But otherwise, game's great, game's solid. Give it a shot. It is on the, like, it was on Xbox Pass, Game Pass thing. So I know, like, if you have Xbox, you're probably already aware of it and you've played it. It's free to play, I think. I don't think it's on the PlayStation Plus, but it might be on the, like, PlayStation Super Plus, whatever that is. So if you have the high tier PlayStation Plus, then you might also have free access to this game. But otherwise, thanks for watching. As always, you know I love you guys. Probably not you, though. Get out of here. Yeah, you. Get the fuck out of here. This is my house. Go. Just kidding. You stay. Come back. Love you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye. What are you waiting for? Subscribe, bitch.